If you want to find out the 10 things I've learned so far since doing crochet styles like this and others, stay tuned. Welcome back, Roses. This is Olena from OlenaRosanne. First off, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, and get ready to share this with somebody who may learn something from what I've learned so far. So, I have 10 things I've learned. Let me share them with you. Where's my phone at? Right here. I had the 10 things I have learned. Let's just go ahead and get into it, okay? Don't want to waste your time because you got another video of mine to watch after this. Anyway, so these are in no particular order whatsoever, but we'll start off with don't have to use all of the hair that you purchase in just one style. You may purchase some hair and it comes with 8 packs. Do you have to use all 8 packs if you have a small head, or depending on the style that you're using and the parting you use for your base? No, you don't have to. Why? Because you don't have to. There's no rules to this. You do what works for you. You do what comfortable for you. If you find out you put too much hair in and it's too heavy and you're getting a headache, well, take that hair out. Like I did. You guys, I took out like 50 different, no, not 50. That's exaggerating. About 20 different strands because it was doing way too much. I learned the hard way. Learn from me. Next thing, the way you part the perimeter of your hair matters. Yes, it does. If you're, let's say if you're going to wear your hair all to the back, you want to go ahead and part it in a way where your hair comfortably lays to the back. If you want a side part, make sure your hair, based on the way you parted your hair, is going to lay side to this side. Also, if you don't want a whole bunch of twists or braids or whatever you have, if you don't want a whole lot of them in the front, don't put a whole lot of parts. Simple as that. Also, if you have barely there edges like me, struggling edges, you don't want to put a whole bunch of squares like I did in my last video, and you would know if you saw it. You don't want to put a whole bunch of squares in front, because that's the more hair you're going to have to put in the front, which it means that's the more tension is going to be on your edges. Don't do it, sis. Don't do it. The base of your hair doesn't have to be braided. It can be flat twisted, or you can use the rubber band method. Yes. Sis, if you don't know how to braid, it's okay. You don't have to braid. Nobody said you had to braid. You don't know how to cornrow, it's okay. You can flat twist. You don't know how to flat twist? Don't know how to braid? Use rubber bands. It doesn't matter. Put your hair in a bun if you need to. And as long as you're able to secure down the hair that you're trying to crochet in, that's all that matters, sis. That's all that matters. The width of your parting around your edges matters in comparison of the width of the hair being used. Oh, what I was trying to say here, you part it in 10 squares. And let's say you want to make these look like individuals. So you put in 10 individual looped strands of hair. If it's spaced out too much and once you have that hair in, it doesn't look right, your base is wrong. You should have put in more squares. You maybe should have put in 20 squares. Think about it. Not all crochet twists or braids or whatever you're using, crochet hair period, is not all made the same. You see the reviews. Let's say you go to Amazon, you'll find out, oh, people are talking about this hair stink. People are talking about, no, this hair doesn't stink. People are talking about this hair is itchy. Other people are talking about this hair is not itchy. All hair is not made the same. Clearly, they all go through different manufacturers. You know, all kind of things matter. Dyes are used. If it's synthetic hair, if it's not synthetic hair, think about the hair that you want before you get it. With synthetic hair, for instance, synthetic hair is going to get frizzy after a while. It's just not going to stay perfect. That's just reality of it. It's synthetic hair. So think about that. If that's not the look you're going for, keep that in mind, and you may need to do a little upkeep or redos or whatever the case is, but keep that in mind. Not all hair is the same. And it also helps if you purchase from the same company or business and they continue to purchase from the same place, because you know what you're going to get before you get it. You know you're going to get, if they're used to quality, you're going to get quality. Do not compare your crochet twists. I'm just saying twists because I have twists in my hair right now. Do not compare your crochet twists to your favorite YouTuber. It takes time, patience, energy to achieve the results you are looking for. Yes, sis. Just think about it. I mean, my hair ain't gonna be like, let's say, Mary Kay Bella, who I love watching. I'm not up to her level yet. I don't got her skills yet, so my hair ain't gonna look like hers. So I shouldn't be mad at myself when it don't look like hers, okay? Stuff like that. Everything takes time. Everyone's head is different. Their hairline, their foreheads, different sizes. You know, braids may look good on you, but twists look better on somebody else. Don't stress yourself out comparing yourself to somebody else. We should never do that anyway, right? Right. It's not required to stretch your hair before doing the base of your crochet. No, it's not, sis. You don't have to stretch your hair. I learned that myself. As long as you're able to get a comb through it, to part it, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. You don't have to feel like just because your favorite YouTuber or somebody on Instagram or Facebook says stretch your hair first, this is, you know, this is going to be easier for you to manipulate your hair. No, that's not necessarily true. You don't need to do that. Like with me, my hair is more fine. So why did I do that? Doesn't make sense, because what I ended up dealing with is my crochet twist slipping after a couple days of being in my hair. The older it got, the more it slipped. I shouldn't have did that. I should have kept my hair as it was. The kinkier it was for me, the better, because that's the less my hair is going to move. And something else, okay, so next up, the more crochet hair you use, the heavier your hair will be. Now sis, you would think that's obvious, but clearly I wasn't thinking the last time I did my hair. I know my hair looked all cute and everything. It was very full, like too full. It was too heavy. The length matters as well. The longer the hair is, the heavier it's going to be. So I took out about 20 strands. I had to. And let me tell you, it was a relief. So don't feel like, I mean, this goes into what I was saying about don't pressure yourself about using all of the hair that you receive in the package you receive for hair. You don't need to do all that, sis. I know it's trial and error, but just don't pressure yourself. I mean, it's okay to see parting. It's okay. You don't have to just see your forehead and just hair, and then you don't know where the parts is. It don't have to be like that. Doesn't have to be like that. The products that you use to prep your hair with matter. Yes, it does. Don't use no garbage in your hair, because you're going to feel that garbage in your hair build up and cause you itching and maybe bumps and all that while you're in your protective style. It's supposed to be protecting you from all that. It's not really protective style if you're itching and scratching and miserable, right? Also, you want to make sure that your hair is providing you plenty of moisture, because again, we're trying to protect our hair and let it rest a little bit. But you can't let dry hair rest. Dry hair ain't gonna rest. It's just gonna keep on getting drier and drier and drier, and then you're gonna regret it. You know, make sure you're prepping your hair by washing it. Wash, condition, moisturize, seal in that moisture, and then be upon your happy way putting your crochet hair. Do it the proper way. Don't start on dirty hair and then wondering why you itching the next day and got flakes everywhere. That is why. Really pay attention to your hair, love on your hair. That way it will love on you back. Okay, and the last thing, your cornrow matters when it comes to slippage. So if you choose to use cornrows, let's say straight back, and then you're going to crochet in your hair. If your parting starts right here, let's say this is the front of your hair, and this is where, like, all this space, this is where your cornrow begins. Says you got all this space, and let's say you start crocheting in the first strand right there. Guess what's going to happen in between all this space with that strand right there? It's going to slip back and forth, back and forth. And let's say you, depending on how you're wearing your hair, that hair is visible. You want that hair to be closest to the front as possible, unless it's right here and let's say you have your baby hairs out. You don't want to, you know, braid your baby hairs all the way down and then you have forehead and then twist right there. Nah, we're not going to do that, because that's how we lose our edges, sis. So anyway, that's what I've learned so far since doing crochet styles. I've only done it 3 times. I'm still learning. I'm watching videos. I'm doing what I can to soak up all the information I can so I can share it with y'all. Let me know. Have you learned anything? Have you done crochet before? Are you thinking about doing crochet and you just doing your homework first to figure out what's going to work for you? You know, let me know in the comments. Other than that, talk to you later, roses. Bye.